Okay, Britton. So we are going to log on to the AET. We've got quite a few things to do. So if you need me to green slip you for class tomorrow during on Friday during any class periods to work on this, I can come to the school anytime really, except for between like 1 and 3 to come help you with this. It needs to be done by 5 o'clock, and there's quite a few things we need to do. So as much as we can get done, I will put my phone number in this email so that you have it. You can text me, you can like FaceTime me, call me, whatever we need to do to get this done so that I can help you. I have done a few things for you already because I have access to your account. There's some things that you're going to have to do. So first thing we're going to do is we need to add our hours, our journal entries into this project because they want to see how many hours you put into it. So you're going to click on the journal tab and then click on time in your AET projects. Change the date. So we started working on this project on like October 1st, so you can just pick any dates between there. Click on Agriscience for 2020, add how many hours, and type what you did. So you could have a journal entry with like 30 hours in it, and this is just time spent in class, working on your report, learning about the scientific method, like time spent in class, working on science fair was probably 30 hours. You would hit save, enter another. You could change the date again to whatever day you did your experiment. It's probably around Thanksgiving. Just pick a date around there. If you spent 10 hours or however many, 5 hours it was actually doing your experiment, conducting your experiment, shooting your guns, gathering supplies, going to the store, like that, those are all hours that you can count. So I would do another journal entry for that. And then you could even do another journal entry for time spent like making your board, preparing for competition, being in competition. So by the time you're done, you're probably going to have like close to, I would guess, almost like 100 hours done. So you can chunk them like by category or however you want to do that so it's efficient. But you need to have like 3 or 5-ish journal entries in there, showing that you spent quite a bit of time on this project. Then you're going to go to finances. We need to put in the money that you spent for like ammo. So I'm sure, like, assume that you had to go buy ammo or use something you'd already bought, right? So cash expense, enter a cash expense, change the date. If you bought your ammo at Smith and Edwards, whatever, type in the name there. For this, choose experience, Agriscience fair. The type is going to be just like general supplies, however much you spent, and then you're going to put in here like 30 rounds of ammo or however many rounds. I don't even know what you did, but put in what you spent, hit save. Okay. The next thing we need to do is we need to go into your project and add some details. So we're going to go to the profile and then project experience manager. And you'll notice that yours is like this, your science fair project is a big red bar because it's not done. So we're going to go through a couple of these icons and you got to fill this stuff out. So the first thing you're going to do is click on the pencil. In the pencil, you need to write a couple sentences in each one of these tabs here. If you don't, your report won't work and it'll have all these error messages. So this first one is just a description. So it basically gives you like a blank, like you just fill in the blanks. A couple sentences for each one. Make sure everything like is spelled right and the grammar is good. So describe like why you did this project. Don't say it's because I made you. The purpose of the research study, why you picked it, and then make sure you, it should save automatically actually. Then you're going to go to time investment, say how much time you spent on your project, a couple sentences about that. Finances, funding for my research project is from me, my parents, okay, if you got a sponsor, whatever, and explain like what you spent money on. And then this tab right here is probably the most important one. These are the learning objectives. You need to have 3 of them. So you're going to go to this tab, click on add, explore skill areas. Your project was in power system, so automatically will pull up those. Go through these little skills here. Pick 3 of them that you think fit best. So let's say, here, I'll pick one for you. You had to operate machinery and equipment while following safety precautions, right? So you're going to click add. So then after you've picked 3 of them, you go save and back. And again, you'll have 3 of them here. You have to write a couple of sentences on how you learn that skill or what you did. So for this one, you could say, I operated, 3 12-gauge shotguns, following all safety practices. I have my hunter safety. I had a parent there with me. I wore safety glasses. Whatever you did, you're going to need at least 3 of these filled out. So go through, add 2 more to those. Okay. And I'll just leave that one there if you want to use it. If none of those skills here in the PST category really fit, You can go through these other ones. I would assume that not like you didn't do anything with plants, you did anything with animals. Maybe you did with the pumpkins. You could maybe pick one of those. Foundational skills is always a good one to look at because some of them, like you explored an area that interested you, like, yeah, easy, right? So pick 3 of them that you think fit best and then write a couple. When you hit save and back, you'll have to write a sentence or 2 on how you did that, okay? You're then going to click save all and return. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to click cancel. So that's the pencil part. That pencil part's done. And again, you should have some financial entries in here done already and journal entries done already. If you want to upload some photos and files, you can do that here. You got to click on this clipboard. This clipboard, you just have to add a couple sentences on like what you learned this year. So you can just basically follow this template. So this is my Agriscience Fair Project 2020. This is what I did. I gained skills in the areas of public speaking. So you got to talk to judges, right? Like mechanical gun safety. Important outcomes of my project for the year are I wanted to learn how to, do a science fair project, conduct a scientific method, be able to convey my research to other people, just kind of BS it to make it sound good, and then make sure you hit save. So then we're gonna go back to this red bar here. This clipboard will be done. It'll be green. Click on this guy with like the whatever is going on in his brain. And again, if you've done all these, they should be done already. Make sure you've got 3 of them. Um, and you should be good there. Okay, so once your project stuff's all done, we need to actually apply to be in the science fair after you have all of your project information filled out. So you're gonna go to the reports tab, click on degree application manager. I've made the application for you already, so you just click on this application button. So all of these little tabs here on the side need to be done. Most of them are done, or I did some of them for you that I could do. So if you click on cover page, you can see like it automatically generated all of your information. I went ahead and put in like your title and made sure you were in the right category. You're going to go through all these. FFA memberships should be done. You're going to go through all of them so that when you get here to the check sheet, all of these are green and say met. You shouldn't have any that say missing or not met. So for example, the hazardous materials form is missing. You click on this. You did use some hazardous materials because you used guns. You need to explain, like I used 3 12-gauge shotguns or whatever it was you used. I have my hunter safety. A parent was with me. I wore safety glasses. I was at a range. Whatever it was you did, do that. Hit save. You didn't use any humans. You didn't use any animals or plants in your project. That skill development form, again, you're going to have to go through and pick one for each of these boxes and explain in a couple sentences how you learned that skill. If you don't do this, it won't say it's met. Make sure that these boxes are punctuated nicely because judges do read these. Make sure the grammar is good and you're good to go. Research funding, you're going to have, if you put in like how much money you spent on ammo back in your project, it will pop up here. You need to upload or copy and paste your abstract into this box. So just a couple paragraphs on like an overview of your project. We wrote one in class, so you should have one already. Just make sure again that it looks nice and makes sense. And it's kind of like it sounds formal and professional. Okay, this is where things get a little bit dicey. Written report upload. They will not let you upload the slides that we made in class. So I'm going to attach to this email this document here. This is a template that you have to use for FFA. You just need to put your title page right here, or your title here. This should be, the running head should just be like, you can just put shotgun spread right here in all caps and it'll pop up on every page. Put in your name, Fremont, Utah, choose the category and division. You are in the power systems category and you are division 5 because you are a senior. I think you can go through and pick this. Yep, you're a Division 5, individual member in 12th grade. So Division 5, and then just take the slides that we did in class and copy and paste that information into here. So like delete this little part here and copy and paste in your abstract. So then you can like type here and do your abstract. Copy and paste your introduction. We didn't do a literature review, so just like literally delete this because we didn't do it. Oh, it's not going to let me. Okay, then just leave it blank. We didn't do one of those. Just delete this stuff. Don't worry about it. You're not going to get docked a ton of points. Materials and methods, you should have all listed out, like step by step what you did and all the supplies you used. Again, we already wrote that in class, so copy and paste that in there. Results, you need to put your graphs or tables in here. Discussion and conclusion, just a brief recap of what the graphs and tables are saying and why this project matters. And again, we wrote all of this in class, and then put your references in here and your acknowledgments too. So like thank people who helped you, parents, grandparents, whoever was around. Thank them for helping you. And again, just make sure, because you are judged on this little paper here. It's again just a version of your slides. We just have to put it in a Word document form. So you're going to save that and upload it here. I guess they want you to save it as a PDF. So to do that in Word, you just do File, Save As, and then you can change this when you go to save it. You can save it as a PDF right there. So you're going to save it as a PDF, get it uploaded to the AET. I'm not going to save that. Okay, so once that's uploaded, you click on interview links. This is where you need to upload a link to your video. So you need to make a 5-minute video of just you like pretending to present to the judges, just like you did today with the judges. It doesn't need to be exactly 5 minutes, but it should be like over 4 minutes and no longer than 6 minutes. They want it to be as close as possible. You can make a video and put it onto YouTube and put the link here. If you want to send the video to me and I can put it on like the Fremont FFA YouTube, if you don't have a YouTube account, just make sure that when you do have the link, make sure that the link is like, if someone clicks on it, they can see it. It's not a private video on YouTube. You can also put it into like Google Drive and just make the link shareable. But again, make sure that the judges can, when they click on the link, they can see the video. And then again, when you have all that done, all of those should say met in green. There will be one that will not say met. It will, this one right here. You have to have me as your advisor sign this before we submit it tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So on the electronic signatures page, you need to go through and sign this, and it won't let you until like everything else is met on the check sheet. Text me, let me know you're done. I will sign it. And then you need to have an adult sponsor or a parent sign it. So you just like put in their email address, and it will send them an email, and it requests our signature, and then they can go in and sign it. So again, once everything else is done, you'll do the electronic part last. And then when that's done, let me know. I'll go in, double check everything, and I will go through and I will hit save and make sure you're good to go. But this is going to take some time because you got to make your video. You got to fill all of your hours and journal entries and complete like that little pencil icon thing for your plan, and then go through each of these little check sheets in the degree manager and make sure all of those are green. If you have any questions, please call, text, I can FaceTime you, whatever works. Again, needs to be done tomorrow by 5 o'clock.